Hair is an important aspect to one's identity. When one is entrusted with taking care of a person's hair, it is an honor, and the task needs to be treated with respect so as to honor and give dignity to the person. We will take a look at the importance of hair from the First Nations perspective, and from knowledge keeper Judy Bear and her grandson Merrick, who are from the Sweetgrass First Nation in Treaty 6.
There was residential schools that kids were being sent to for a long time. And then they had this day school. Everything was so strange to me in the classroom. I didn't speak any English. I didn't understand any English. And one of the things that we were all told is that if we keep our hair long, we had to make sure it was always tied down. And when we were at the school, there was pictures of the Queen, and then there was a picture of Prince Philip, Queen Elizabeth. And then in the middle, in the center there was Queen Elizabeth on this side and Prince Philip on this side, and in the center there was a picture. I would go and look at it and stare at this picture because it was amazing to me. I thought, who is this man who had a burning heart that he held on to it like this? I would just gaze up at it. And then I looked at it, and as few months went by, then I thought, why do we have to tie our hair? And this guy here on the picture had it all fallen down loose like this. And I thought, why is it like that? I just couldn't believe that this guy was allowed to have his hair flowing like that. It was really nice thick hair that he had in that picture, but we weren't allowed to have our hair like that at the classroom. We weren't allowed at school to loosen our hair at all.
Like, it just shows how they're proud to be First Nations. To me, yeah. Oh, I just wanted to, like, experience it. It felt, it didn't feel like myself when I did that, so I just grew it back again.
They went to residential school. That's one of the ways that they devastated the young girls or the young men who had long hair, because at the residential school they chopped off their hair. They would shave them under here like this, up to there, about right up to there. They would shave the hair off like this, and then they would just chop them up to here. Maybe about an inch and a half length of bangs, and then the rest of the hair would be just snipped off like this, somebody put a bowl on top of the hair, and then they would just snip them off, and then all the hair would fall, and that would really it affected people's self-esteem. It affected them in various ways, because some of the things that they were told is that it was very important for them to keep their hair, because that was part of who they are. The elders cautioned against it. We were cautioned against cutting our hair, cautioned against dyeing our hair, and or even curling it, perming it. Your hair is something that you should be proud of. To make it natural and let it stay natural the way that it is, the way that the Creator gave you to do your hair. That's the way it should stay. When people used to have long hair, like women used to have long hair like this, they would cut it if their loved one passed away. They would just snip it, you know, somewhere here, up to here, and they would just snip it off, and then they would just put the hair away that they have, and that shows for other people. It shows that that hair that's been snipped off, they know that they had a loss, that one of either their husband or one of their parents or their children have died, and so they would cut their hair just to show that. That's one of the stories that was told to me. Some people still do that today. There's a man I admire that's a lawyer in Saskatoon. He has his hair like this, and I've seen him in action in court. He wore a suit, but he had his hair and he tied it at the back and it was braided. And it went up, you know, just about close to his waist. And it looked so nice. And I thought he looked so proud and so, you know, like whole. I guess you could say, like he looked so whole, and he looked so proud.